What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 13, April Fool's Day.
I'm Enrique.
Wait.
Psych. No.
What happened? Today we have Enrique's en route to Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
Play the roulette and craps and a few other things. And I'll be joining him later on today. So I have Mike, and the camera's on its own. Actually, there's Frank. So, guys, if Frank is screwed up, which we don't usually let him touch any camera equipment, just please let us know.
Be easy on him in the comments.
Exactly. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. It's only his third or fourth time. So, guys, as you know, the format, the live questions get priority, but we always have a question to start with to get the ball rolling, or should I say the dice rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
See.
So we're getting the dice rolling. And so let me tell you what happened this Tuesday. So roughly 2 or 3 times a week, I train with my black belt. So usually, especially if my back is bad, I try to put in at least 3 or 4 days a week of solo training in the pool. And that's sort of my lab, so to speak, where I either play with stuff that I'm trying to add into my game, and I either said it's good or not. And if it's not, I may modify it, or I may put it on the back shelf. If it's good, I start to play with it in the water. And 3 times, I try to do 3 times. I train with my high-level belts to basically test out the game. And I was training with one of my good black belts. I'd like to think all my black belts are good, but and Matt, and he's really good. And at one point, we stopped in the middle of the point. We usually try to do stuff, and then if I did something interesting, I explain it to him. And at one point, he says, some of the students in his classes are asking, how is it to roll with the Fox? And he said, I told him he's very strong.
We gotta get you tested.
Yes, can you see this, guys? Let me poke my finger behind it so it looks slightly bigger. So I kind of looked at him. It's sort of like that backhanded compliment. And he knows, and he didn't mean it the way he said it, I think. So I didn't say anything. And in the next sequence, this is where we wound up. So I wound up trying to attempt to take his back. He kind of flared out his arm. And I basically said, how you feel now? Do you feel like you can move?
Not really.
And I said, do I feel strong? How do you feel tension in my arm?
More, yeah.
Not a whole lot.
More for control.
So the point that I'm trying to make is, so I said, I'm not strong physically. Are you going to be doing this?
Add some little razzle dazzle to
the dice throwing. Because at one point, I am convinced you're going to knock me in the teeth with your heel.
No. And
when that happens, you better hope you knock me out.
You taught me this is control.
Yeah. So I said, do you feel how my arms are fairly relaxed? And I know if he tried to curl or bench press or whatever you guys do these days, he could do a lot more, possibly double. Maybe not double, but a lot more than I could. So physically, he's a lot stronger. But where the strength in jiu-jitsu comes from, at least as far as it's me, or should be for you guys, is the ability to put the other person in positions where you're not using a lot of strength, but structurally you either make a strong structure or you have them in a position using precision and timing where if they move, it causes pain. So now I don't have to use a lot of strength, and I can effectively control somebody that's physically bigger and stronger than I am. So that's a very, very big point, guys. Whenever you do anything, you need to ask yourself, and I don't mean just jiu-jitsu, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? is your goal to be the best in jiu-jitsu, or is your goal to be good in jiu-jitsu and look buff and be strong and so forth? So, long story short, strength and conditioning for jiu-jitsu is very good. It's very good. It especially helps prevent injuries. It can help you get stronger. However, if you have limited time, you need to figure out how to allocate those things. If your goal is to become good in jiu-jitsu and you train 5 days a week with 3 days strength and conditioning, 2 days jiu-jitsu, your mix is wrong, because you're going to be strong, but you're not getting the maximum jiu-jitsu. I would advocate to go 3 to 4 times jiu-jitsu, 1 to 2 times strength and conditioning. Now, if you're a professional, you need to do both. If you're not a professional, you need to do a little bit of one and the other. Again, you need to figure out, what are you trying to accomplish? Me personally, I'm not trying to be strong. I'm trying to be the best technically. And what I mean by technically, I mean precision. Be at the right and timing. Okay? So let's look at another demonstration of this idea. So we've gone over this before. So a lot of times when I'm mounted, my first attack is on the guy's neck with an Ezekiel. Again, I'm trying to put my fist exactly on the carotid, so I don't waste any motion. So that makes me appear fast. So I'm efficient getting to the right place, straight line, or it doesn't have to be straight line, but kind of without hesitation, which makes you look fast even if you're physically not fast. I've seen guys that are literally fast like lightning, but they can't get shit done. So I'm placing it right away. So Mike has to deal with it. Once he's up here, once his hand is above his shoulder, when his arm is above his shoulder, he's weak. So even though Mike, he's approaching 180.
Yes.
I'm sub 160 right now. So right now, Mike is Mike, pivot for me, please. So Mike is very, even though technically he's stronger than I am, he's in a position where that strength is kind of out the window. Once I pin this arm, now this is going to be a very difficult day for Mike right now. Well, so again, right now, if I can lock up my reverse triangle here. So Mike's arm is very strong, but because it's above his shoulder, it's like there is, I don't care. Guys, this is why I tell you when we do arm bars, whether it's through triangles, through perpendicular guard, from the guard, worry about controlling the head and arm or controlling the body positioning rather than the arm. People have a tendency, I don't really care. Now I can devote my attention to the arm because now he cannot escape. So I don't care where Mike, just, I'll give you time to put it wherever you'd like to. Whatever position you think is going to be best protecting you. So it's just a matter of time for me to ferret it out and to cause a break. So again, guys, yes, sometimes people take, it's a backhanded compliment when people tell you you're strong. But the question is, are you really strong, or are you technically so precise that they really cannot use their superior strength against you? I like to think I'm that one.
Yeah. It's the better option. Or a mixture of both. Yeah.
Frank, what do we got?
You got good morning from Tokyo, and you have Elad Sapir, I'm sorry, who...
What's up, Tokyo? And what's up, Elad?
He was rolling with a very large gentleman this week, and he got smash passed and was buried underneath cross-side, and wants to know what your thoughts or techniques are on to stop a smash pass.
Smash pat.
Smash pad.
All right.
So this.
Which
like
Elad?
how were you smashed?
By the way, Elad is coming from Israel to check camp. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in person. So.
We'll just do
Let's
this.
go. Let's go with this. So obviously, this is too late. At this point, it's not gonna. So I can try to fight him whichever direction. So when people smash passing you, they can go either to your front or to your back. So I'd like to, when I'm getting smash passed, yes.
That's the one you wanted.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm basically almost trying to make the choice for him. Because rather than trying to let him decide, maybe I'm going to try to push Mike's head down. So right now, notice that I'm lifting my feet. Mike, let's turn around. So if I successfully push his head down, I'm lifting my feet. So even though I cannot lift my hips, I cannot move my hips, I cannot move my knees, I'm lifting my feet because I know the possibility is that Mike is going to go to the other side. Because now to go to the same side is going to be a little bit more difficult. So as Mike tries to go to the other side, he starts to encounter my feet. So now he has to go high. So go high, Mike. Yeah. Because now he goes high, it creates a little bit more of an opening. And notice that I am not hoping to escape completely the bottom of side control. Right now, I'm just trying to make him defend. So go ahead, defend, Mike. Defend. Yes, and I regard. So again, once you get smash past, it's hard to stop. So all I'm trying to do is almost choose the side for him. And then when he gets to the other side, to the side that I've chosen for him, make it slightly difficult where he has to make an adjustment. And during that adjustment, that's when I escape. So I'm breaking that defense into 2 or 3 different pieces rather than doing it like, okay, smash pass and stop. It's hard. If somebody successfully crushes your hips, it's hard to stop. So let's look at it again. So Mike starts to smash pass. So if I can push it right now, Mike's head is a little bit higher. If that's the case, I'm going to try to frame. And again, I'm trying to stop his hips as much as I possibly can. It's not going to be perfect. So which again, now I'm looking to possibly invert. Yeah, well, you should have stretched. Yeah, you should have fussed around. What? So this time his head was a little higher. We're going to go through a couple of different iterations because every time there's a slight change, I have to make changes. So his head was a little bit higher this time. So I would invert. But let's go back to the first one where your head was low. Yeah. So if his head is low, I'm going to try to push his head down. And now I'm trying to block his hips on my left side. Now, I know he's going to be able to clear, but now he has to put a little bit bigger jump. It's too much for me to escape, but all I'm looking to do is just maybe either attack the head or attack the arm. As I'm attacking the arm, that's when I start to regard. If I attack the head, again, this might be a crappy 5-finger guillotine, but as Mike is moving away, I'm regarding, okay? So let's look at it again. Push his head down. Notice that I'm holding on to his leg as much as I possibly can. Mike, can you pivot, please? The other way. This way is going to be short. All right, that's good. So I'm trying to hold on. This is not going to stop him, but it's just going to make his effort a little bit harder. Go. Yeah. I'm attacking, and so initially, as he clears, I don't immediately attack. I attack either the arm or the head for him to basically now make one more adjustment. Because I cannot for me to make an adjustment from here immediately into an escape is too much. So as he's leaping, I'm trying to get to more square position, attack again the arm or the head, and as he's making adjustments, that's when I can regard, okay? Now, let's look at the possibility that if you push the guy's head down, he actually goes the same direction, so he actually goes, go. So if you can actually successfully keep his head down, you can actually just come out. So chances are, he's gonna go to the backside. So again, understand that by doing certain simple things, you choosing the side for him. So do you understand, even though he's dominating you, you choosing the side for him, it's got value, because if you choose the side for him, you know which side you're going to have to defend, rather than him kind of keep you guessing. Now, head is a little bit higher. He smash passes. This time I'm going to frame. I'm going to try to withdraw my frame long enough so I can withdraw this leg. And now I'm going to start to invert. You also have an omoplata there. All right. Now, the other one final possibility is Mike smash passes you, and his head is actually on your shoulder. So this time, you basically don't have anything going on right now. There's not a lot of things you can do. So I know he's gonna flatten me out. Okay. So I know exactly where he's gonna be. So go ahead, Mike. So again, this time I made the decision that Mike was smash passing me. Probably the best way possible, where he was controlling my hips and my knees through the use of his arm, his shoulders, but his head was pinning my shoulder down, which was making me flat. This is actually the best one, which means that your guard will get past. I'm okay with that, but understand how it's going to get past. Go from this side. Yeah. So, yeah, go. So basically, I replace my leg with an underhook. Go ahead, Mike. What are you going to do now? So now I have an underhook. So again, my position is not good, but I have a very strong underhook. I should be able to get out. So when you are working with guard retention, guard recovery, one of the most important concepts you need to keep in mind is to see the transition in play. Guys, this is one of the reasons why I advocate either flow rolling or training with, if you go like this, and I know, guys, I've been in this for a long, long time. I know a lot of people that love this and basically think that you do anything less, you're a pussy. Well, that's great, but I've also known that back in the day when, he was, 27 years old, he could do it 5 days a week, and now he's not training. Or if he's training once or twice every other week, and his game atrophied because he never got to make adjustments and never got the finer points of the game. It was always like this. So one of the things is like, never get your guard passed. Well, yeah, okay, that's a good idea. However, sometimes as they're passing through, you need to pay attention to how they're moving their body, how they're moving their arms, because that's the critical moments when you can take advantage of it and set yourself up for an escape. So it's possible that the guard is going to get passed. However, question is, first of all, it may not happen for 3 seconds, but even if it does, I'm going to escape. So let's look at this way again. I'm getting smash passed. So this time Mike is flattening me out. Let me put my legs. Go back to Mike. at least make it look like I had a guard. Go. So this time I just don't have anything. So as he's passing, notice there's a gap. I'm weaving my left arm in, and I'm pushing my leg up to get him up high. Now the question is, how does Mike react? What do you want to do, Mike? I go the other way. Oh. So once I get that underhook, once I get the underhook, I'm coming out. Now, I'm not just coming out, but there's a good chance that I'm going to get a quick submission from once I regard. So again, guys, one of the biggest things that you need to pay attention to is the transitions in the process of that he's making in the process of passing your guard. And I'm responds making transitions to regard the most effective way, most efficient and effective way, but also putting myself in a position to, as soon as I'm out, to attack immediately. Split guard.
Yeah, they never sell.
Yeah. So I hope that answers your question, Elad.
He said, "Thank you. Wow, you just gave me a ton to think about."
Nice.
So, and just like that, we're out of time, Frank.
Yeah, we're over 20 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Time flies when you're having fun. So, guys, I will see you next week, next Friday, April 8th. And until then, share, like, spread the word. Don't touch anything yet, Frank. Mike, can you please go help him?
Stretching my arm.
Well, I lost my train of thought. What was I trying
Like,
to-
share, subscribe.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Catch you later. Now you can press it.
Oh, man.
Are you sure you want to stop streaming?
Yes.